Please welcome the winner from the Evo class, plus the top three from today, Graeme Gowland, Tommy Hill, Michael Laverty, and race winner John the Hopper Hopkins. Graeme, let's start with you. Another phenomenal ride from you, 7th win of the season, I think, and how are you feeling?
Yeah, really happy. I was a bit worried going into the race because we've struggled to find a good setup over the weekend, but we made some changes this morning which seem to have worked really well, and we had pretty good grip throughout the whole race. That was the issue we had, so we've worked in the right way, and another win. Had to work quite hard for it. I didn't get the best of starts, but yeah, got away and eventually got to the front, and yeah, just watched my pit board from there on in.
And are you surprised at how well the WFR Honda is able to run within the main category for British Superbikes?
Yeah, no, I am. I mean, it's a really good bike, but what we found is I thought some tracks would suit it better than others, but it's actually doing now it's doing really well everywhere. So we've worked hard throughout the whole year, and we've really got a good setup now.
Fantastic stuff. Well, congratulations, Graeme, on yet another win.
Thank you.
Graeme Gowland, winner of the Evo class. And so, third place in what was an amazing race to set up the showdown. Third place was Swan Yamaha's Tommy Hill. And Tommy, it seemed to me that you settled in quite early. And was there any issues with the bike at all?
I hope not. The boys are changing engine now. We had a bit of a oil leak at the weekend, and luckily for us, I think the rain's just started to come. So just in time, actually, I think the checker flag. So. Yeah, but I just sort of got into rhythm at the beginning. I knew that I could sort of run the pace with the boys at the front, so I just had to settle down. But at one point the pace dropped off a little bit, maybe because we were back down at the front, and then the boys that are in 4th and 5th behind us started to gain. So I needed to make headway, so put a bit of a charge through and tried to pass Shaky for the lead. But I was having to come from so far back, losing quite a lot on the straights. Just made a lunge. I think I was about 6 bike lengths back, and didn't quite make the turn. And then Hopkins and Michael were just underneath me and ran a bit wide. Tried to get back into rhythm again, but I'd have had to be doing sort of 29s to maybe just pull them in at the end there, but wasn't to be. So good thing about Superbike is we've got 2 races, so we'll get out of there again and get stuck in. I'm not sure where I am on the grid for race 2, but hopefully on the front row we can get stuck in and try and do the job.
So to teammate Michael Laverty, and Michael, astonishing race from your perspective, brilliant stuff.
Yeah, I got to the front, and then I was surprised actually Shaky came past because he looked like he's been struggling for pace this weekend, but he put in a big effort over the first few laps, so I let him run that pace at the front, and then unfortunately because I kind of settled into that rhythm, it let Tommy come past and then John came past as well. So I was starting to get my finger out again and get back to the front when the whole melee happened at Goddard's, and I managed to come out of there side by side with John down the front straight, and he held me into red gate, and I switched up to the inside and took the lead back. So I set a good rhythm then for a few laps, and then John came back fast with 3 laps to go. He put a few good laps together, but I was trying to pull him back in the last lap to try and move in the last couple of corners, but it was going to be a bit dicey, and I thought it was a bit early for that kind of fair and bashing, and decided to use my discretion and settled for second. So good points to start off the showdown. You've got to be consistent as well as winning. I've said I want to win races because I need to claw back the podium credits that I lost earlier in the season, but second's a good start to that campaign, and yeah, I think hopefully we can have something for John in race 2.
Congratulations on that second place, Michael, for Swan Yamaha, and race winner of course, and closing in now on Tommy Hill. Those 2 points, the disadvantage now. John, that must be pleasing for you to have reeled in Tommy a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's the focus going into this race, hand injury or not, was to start winning races. We're not going to make up points if we're not winning. I mean, yeah, we do got to be consistent, and we do want to be on the podium. But there was 11 points to claw back. Luckily, we have made a few of those back. But we can't sit on our hands. We got to keep pushing forward and keep making headway. But yeah, it was an amazing race. It was a hell of a race to watch. I mean, I was just biding my time, sat behind watching all the action there for a while. I knew I could be strong at the end, so just tried to conserve my tires as much as possible throughout the race, and yeah, it paid off a little bit. So yeah, we'll see how it goes in race 2. See what the weather does, but yeah, 100% we're going to be going for another race win and trying to run at the front.
You mentioned yesterday that you hoped the adrenaline would help the hand. How did that work out?
Yeah, well, I didn't actually feel the hand until I came down on the cool down lap. yeah, I come down on the cool down lap and the thing just absolutely started throbbing. It was, you know, I could definitely feel the heartbeat in the fingers coming around on the cool down lap. But yeah, in the race, the adrenaline masks it all. You know, there's, you know, you can't feel anything out there. But you know, all you want to do is get to the front and finish at the front. So you know, hopefully it'll be the same in race 2.
Congratulations on your 3rd win, John. Good luck for the 2nd one, and perhaps we can thank them all again. John Hopkins, Michael Laverty, Tommy Hill, and of course Graeme Gowland for Evo. Thank you, guys.